Attention students, today is your last day to order class rings. We will have a representative from Jerf Jones in the cafeteria today from 11 to 1 p.m.
Yes, can I help you? Oh, good. You're interested in ordering a class ring today. Well, thank you so much for stopping by the table, and congratulations on your upcoming graduation. Now, I'm about to open this box, and what I'm about to show you are a number of different options that could be available to you today should you choose to order your class ring through Jerf Jones. Okay? All right. Great. Now, starting off here, we've got a number of different ring options to choose from. We've got varying sizes, different kinds of colors and themes that you could choose from as well. Now, did you want to do a birthstone on your class ring? Okay. And do you know when your birthday is? April? Okay. So April would be a diamond. Now, at Jerf Jones, we do have some actual diamonds, but we have a lot of cubic zirconia that's going to be a good option and a more affordable price than the traditional diamond. Now, how did you manage to have an April birthday and get one of the most expensive and fanciest birthstones? Okay, well, here's one of our diamond options right here. So, what you can see here is a beautiful large diamond stone that is the focal point of the jewelry ring piece. Okay, now that's just the start of it. So that's the stone of choice, a birthstone. But then you go into your different metals. Now you could do something like we've got here where it's the gold plated with the diamond. Or maybe you want to do a 10 karat white gold on that ring, and that would also look very nice. Now, are you more of a silver or gold person? Okay, me too. Now, I like the silver as well. So we could do sterling silver or silver. There's also a 14 karat yellow gold option as well. Okay, so that's a little too large. I understand. What about something like this? Now this is a lot more petite. See how this is a more petite option? So it's a lot smaller. So for an option like this, what you would do is you have the stone in here, right? There's the diamond. And then you could also add some engraving around there. Now there's the obvious engraving options like Class of 1993, okay? So there's your first option. And I do recommend you get the graduating class number on there. Now the engraving is a little bit extra, but we can talk more about that when we get into some pricing estimates. So you could put the graduation date. Now you don't have as much room on a smaller ring like this, but this has a lot of everyday wear, so it's a little bit smaller. And shown here what we have is the gold-plated option. Okay, so have the Class of 1993. Now, if you don't want to have as many letters on there as part of the engraving, you could also just put Class of 93. And we'll put a little, apostrophe in there facing away, because that's letting you know there's two numbers ahead of that, the 1 and the 9 before the 9-3, right? So there's an option there. You could also, I suppose, just put the graduation date no class of 1993. So a lot of different options. Now, what is it that you have been involved in your high school journey here? Like clubs, sports, etc. Right. So you don't have too much room here to have the, engraving of the personal details. I think this size is really more so just for a little bit, just having the class of or 1993 on there. Now, if you make that gem a little bit larger with something like this size, what you can do is have that in the middle. And then on the sides, we add, for your example, the drama, the happy and sad face, right? Thespian society, something along those lines. That would express how you were involved in high school musicals. Is that right? Okay. Which musical did you do? Okay, Grease, right. Yeah, that one's, I don't really like the storyline there, but it does have a lot of good songs. And that's happening this weekend too, because it's the spring musical. Yeah, I'm afraid I can't make it, but I will let my local friends and family know. Now, I've come here from I serve the whole tri-state area for Jerf Jones, okay? But I will let other folks know who are closer by and more local that they can come to the Grease performance this weekend. Okay. So you like this size, okay? In a cubic zirconia to look like the diamond for your April birthday. Well, when was your birthday then? The 4th? Oh, well, happy belated birthday to you. Now, we don't offer any birthday discounts, unfortunately, but happy birthday to you. Now, what I'll have you do next is get your ring sizing here. I'll pick this one up. This comes down here. Now this will give a good estimate. I just have it memorized by where the ring falls on this plastic witch finger. Okay, so it's like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.5. So you're probably around 5.5 or 6. You want that to be on the ring finger. Okay. All right, 5.5 or 6. Good. Okay, well, let me get your information. Is that Veronica with a C or a K? Okay. And home address. 123 Fake Street. In this city and the zip code. Okay. Yeah, that was about. Do you want to do it a little bit looser or have it be a little more fitted on the ring finger? Have a little loose. Okay, we'll go with the size 6 then. And class of 1993. That's the text. Now we're going to put that in. It's in all capital letters. That's how they do the engraving. And, okay. And then the drama masks on both sides. Now it's the happy, sad, tragedy, comedy. It's going to be 2 of them on either side, not tragedy on one side, comedy on the other side. But you're doing musicals anyway, so it doesn't really matter in there. here is your invoice. Now, if you want to give that to your parents, unless, of course, you'll be paying for this today. Okay, that's what I thought. All right. Well, we need the payment within the next week and a half. So the next 7 business days, pretty much. And then we'll go ahead and get this ring into production. It'll be delivered in the next 3 to 6 weeks after that date. Okay? Thank you. Yeah, so how can I help you today? So 1 class ring. Okay, we'll take a look in here. Now, what I have been doing is starting off with folks based on their birthday and birthstone to choose, the best option that's going to work for the stone in your ring. You don't want a stone at all. Well, it's not going to have a lot of sparkle and shine without a stone, but you're looking for something a little bit more simplified. Okay. This looks good. Okay. This one is pretty basic, I'll be honest. It is just a little bit of my display coming off on the ring. This is a classic signet ring, okay? So as you can see here, it's pretty plain, if that's what you like, and you've got a lot of ample space here for engraving. So you want to focus on the engraving and messaging. Okay. Well, what kind of activities, things that you did? Clubs? No clubs? Okay. Just hanging out? Okay. So that's not very specific. Okay. Well, what kind of things do you like? Okay. So you like music? You know, we do have a little guitar here. It's got a little guitar shape on it. So you could have an accent like that on the ring. Okay, no, I don't think that's gonna work to put a compact disc on here. We don't have that in our library of engraving designs. Okay, we could do that. So we can do quotes, we can do letters on here, so you've got some lyrics. So what are you thinking? Okay, here comes the hot stepper. Now that's a little bit long, so I don't know. I guess if you went from one side to the other of this ring, that might work. Because you see how we've got a lot of space up front here, but that's pretty long. So it could be here comes the hot stepper. Again, with that sort of semicircle almost shape. It would be hard to read everything all at once, so somebody might just be looking at it and just see the. So what's the? Oh, you said Mrs. McKnight. Are you already married? I don't. Oh, Brian McKnight. You like that fella? We could do that. Oh, that's a great idea. Okay. So on the inside you'll put "Don't go chasing waterfalls." And then that's just a message for you on the inside of the ring. So don't go chasing waterfalls. And then what do you want on the top? Just class of 93, class of 1993. Now we can fit that there, and that should work out just great. Okay, well, I can tell just by looking at your finger, it's probably a size 7. Now, if you want to put on this witch finger, that'll help me figure out the measurements a little bit better. Okay, no, that didn't do it. Maybe if I measure, if I can get the centimeters. Millimeters, maybe. Okay. Okay, yeah, I was pretty much right. It's 6.75. So it's a 6.75. And you want the text on the inside. Not here comes the hot. Oh, don't go chasing. Water falls, and that's all one word. And is it chasing or chasing with the little shortened? Okay, chasing. And that's inside. Front, you'll do class of 1993. Okay. And your name? Also Veronica. Okay. Okay. And address. 1234 Fake Street, USA. Okay. And then could I get the best phone number to reach you at? Okay. Now, in terms of the metal, the example I showed you there was the 14 karat yellow gold. That's one you want. Okay. Okay, and then right there, size, no birthstone, additional engraving, no mascot. Okay. Well, I've got my copy and my notes here, and then this is for you. Now, I do need to receive payment within the next 7 business days, and then we'll get that ordered, and then you should have it arrive to your home address. That'll be probably within the next 3 to 6 weeks. Okay. Great. Yeah, come on now. Oh, now we got a little line going. Okay. Yep, take a look. Take a look in here. Does anything jump out at you? It looks good. Okay, so you're a June birthday then? You just like pearls. Okay. I agree. I think they go with everything. Now, this one is a little bit smaller, so you pretty much only have room for the graduating class date, maybe a message on the inside. I could do that. So like this one. What about the color? Because we could put this one on a silver metal instead, or sterling silver. Oh, okay. So what would you like it to say? Okay. Class of 1993. Got it. And then a message on the inside. Oh, your folks wanted to put a message on it for you. That's so sweet. And what did they want to say? Oh. Now, I don't know if we have enough room for all that, but we could try. I graduated and all I got was this stupid class ring. Sounds like they're a couple of comedians. That's fun. Okay. So where do you want this to sit on the finger? You want to do middle finger. Okay. So that's going to be for you. Probably 6.25. Pretty petite. Okay. And the pearl with 14 karat yellow gold. A lot of yellow gold popular this year. It's a good choice. And your name? Vanessa. Is that with one or two S's? Okay. And address. 12345 Fake Street. And a phone number I could reach you at. Okay. Now, yeah, sounds like your parents are paying for this ring, Vanessa, so give them this invoice, and then we need to receive payment within the next 7 business days. We'll get that started for you. You'll get a ring in the next 3 to 6 weeks. Okay, it'll be here by the time graduation rolls around, though. Okay, yeah. What looks good to you today? You like this guitar one? I do too. I think it's a lot of fun because you can see, you can really make out that there's a little guitar here. So it shows I like rock and roll, I play guitar. Now you play in a band in high school? Well, get out. And you won Battle of the Bands. Oh, wasn't that fun? And what did you play to win? Crash Test Dummies. I don't think I've heard that one before, no. You want to do a signet, though. Okay. Yeah, I like this. Oops. I like this one, too. And I've got some examples of sayings on here. This one, if you just need some ideas. Oops. This one says, every journey starts with one step. I agree with that. Sometimes I think a journey starts with just thinking about the journey and then taking a step. But other times you do have to make that first step in the journey. Where's your journey going to be taking you? Oh, I've heard of that college. Well, good on you. Going to Virginia Commonwealth University. Okay. Good. And I guess if you don't like that saying, this one says never, never give up. But I think it's okay to give up sometimes if, you know, something's really not working out. And you give it your all, and maybe it just wasn't meant for you. It's fine. You know, try something else. You can pivot. You could say on here, oh gosh, Mrs. Catalano. You like Jordan Catalano from the So-Called Life? Okay. We had someone earlier, they wanted to be Mrs. McKnight. Right. We can put anything you want on there, really. So that's not a big deal. Oh, that could be fun. Now we can do characters. We have a couple of licensed characters that we can put on these rings. One of which is Tweety Bird. Now I've seen a lot of Tweety Bird memorabilia, a lot of designs on the oversized T-shirts. So Tweety Bird could be an option. I'd have to get my reference book. Look, I forgot it today. I have to visit a lot of schools and cafeterias this week to get those orders in before the end of the school year. But I can remember most of what's in that book for the licensed characters. You could put Hakuna Matata, so that can go on there. Okay, you want to do the school's mascot? You know, I didn't ask. What is the school mascot here? The used tissues? I'm not even sure what that means. Like blowing your nose. Okay, that's disgusting. So I don't recommend getting the school mascot on here. Okay, future star. Yes. I think that's a great sort of aspirational message to go on your signet ring. Now, on the front you want class of just 93. Okay, that makes sense. And inside, future star. And then a star. We do have star shapes that we can add there. Do you want it to say spelled out future star or future and then a star? Okay. Now, your name? Vernice. And how do you spell that? Like Bernice with a V. Okay. And address. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Fake Street. Okay. And a phone number that I could reach at. Okay. And so we're going gold-plated signet. Number 3. It's going to look really nice. And size. Let me get a ring measurement here. We're going to go with ring finger. Okay, just what I thought. Oops. 5.75. Great for these. And your folks are paying for this? Okay. Here's your invoice copy. And I do need to receive payment in 7 business days, and then we'll get this ring made for you. All right. All right, next up. Yes. Oh, I love this one too. So that's nice. So this is interesting because we've got a little bit of texture on the side. And we could put a number of interests, clubs, and things that are attached to the side here. And then really tasteful birthstone in the middle. Now, yeah, so this one's July. It's a ruby. Ruby-esque, sorry. When's your birthday? February, so you need something in an amethyst. I've got a couple of amethyst options here. So obviously not this shape, but you want this color, this ring. Okay. Yeah, I think this one has room for some more of the detailed, intricate sort of designs on the side. So, what sort of clubs are you part of? Latin honors. Oh, okay. Well, we do have Latin honors graphics, and we could just write that on there as well. So it's Latin honors 1993. Okay, so that's the text. And any other phrases that you'd like to put on there? Okay. Dream on the inside. Great. And your name? Valerie. Is that with a V? No, Valerie. The B, excuse me. And your address? 1234567 Bank Street. Let's see, a phone number where we could reach you. Great, well, dream. So tell me, Latin honors. Valerie, where are you headed? Are you going to college? Purdue? I've heard of Purdue University, yeah. No, Purdue chicken. Okay. Okay, straight into the workforce. Well, great. Valerie, if you're going to pay for this yourself. Okay. Well, great. We do need to receive payment within the next 7 business days, and then we'll get your ring started for you. Okay. Oh, come on down. Yeah. I know there's a lot to look at here. We've got some beautiful gems. We've got the gemstones. We've got your garnets for January. February amethyst. We don't have an aquamarine here for March. This isn't our aquamarine. We've got the the April diamonds, little diamonds, teeny tiny diamonds. Oh gosh, June pearls over here. We do have a larger pearl option. The July ruby, the peridot. This is just an interesting green stone if you want to do something that looks a little bit more natural. September sapphires over here. We don't have an opal in here for October. We do have some opal options. The citrines for November. Topaz. I don't have a topaz in my display case today, but I do have a catalog that I could send home with you if you like. I like this one too. So the bigger one or the smaller signet. Yeah. This is a great choice. Now it's a small signet ring. So it's great for having something symbolic. It's timeless. It's a little bit more minimal, but you don't have a lot of space on here. So I would say I'd recommend just putting the date, 1993. We don't really have room for class of, so it just has your graduation date. Yeah, I think. And then this is the 10 karat, or sorry, the 14 karat yellow gold, but we do have a 10 karat white gold as well. Okay. Do you want to do 10 karat yellow gold? Okay. I think that's a great option. so just the date. So 1993. Okay. And that's it. Anything on the inside? Any other personalization? We could do something small engraving on the inside. Here comes the hot stepper. No, we don't have room for that on here. And it's funny, you're the second person to ask about that. So we'll just do that. Okay. Great. And then your name? Vinny. And address. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Fake street. Oh, fake lane. Excuse me. And a phone number we can reach you at. Okay. Good. And that's all I think I need from you. And then Vinny, who's going to be paying for this? Great. Well, what I'll have you do is get your folks to send in the check. We do need to receive payment within the next 7 business days. So write that down so you don't forget it. And then we'll get your ring engraved, and it should be mailed to you within the next 3 to 6 weeks, okay?